Welcome to the doghouse. Hope you're all having a great day. This is going to be about why don't you go out, tell somebody how much you love them, whether it's a parent or the person that raised you. They need that confidence you have in them. Them words mean a lot to them. I love you. Don't be ashamed to say I love you. Go out in the world. Tell people how you appreciate them. Have that positive attitude of love in your heart. Don't let people take that away from you. So many people out there with negative attitudes will try to get you to go down their path and forget about the word I love you. Your parents raised you, or whoever raised you and loved you, or they would not have done that. You have every right in the world to give them a phone call if they're too far away. Or if they're close by, put your arm around them and say, I love you. I appreciate what you did for me. Them words will ring love and joy in their hearts. Sometimes we just assume things like that and don't really pay attention to it. And I'm as guilty as anybody else. When you go out and you say I love you to somebody, you may assume they understand, but they will more than understand when you say them magic words. That fills their heart with love. And as much as we forget, people need reassured. Even ourselves, we need reassured of our love. People that don't understand that will never understand that. That would be a hateful person I'm talking about there, because all it takes is a couple of minutes to say, I love you and I appreciate everything you do. Or a phone call away, your fingers work, call them on the phone. Have a positive attitude with them and enjoy what they have done for you. Look at the positive things in a person's life, and the negatives will be very few. We just need to quit taking advantage of not knowing, or we do know, but we just forget how to say I love you. It can be a friend, family member, your child, your grandparents. It don't matter. We've gotten so we don't use the word I love you enough. Even your wife or your girlfriend or whoever it may be, the words I love you is not dirty. It is a sign of respect and honor for that person. When we forget about that, and like I said, we all do forget about that, we may be putting a empty spot in somebody's heart because we're ashamed to say I love you. Is it really that hard to say it? It's harder than what most people think at times. We assume too much. We assume everybody around us knows how we feel about them, and we will not even question ourselves about that. We assume and go forward. We don't take the time to stop, look, and see what this is all about. Am I missing something in life? Am I appreciative of the people that got me here? And no, it's not about how much dollars are in your pocket. You could be rich or poor. It don't matter. People need to hear you say, I love you. Thank you for everything you have done for me. I appreciate everything you have done, and I will move forward with my love for you. I will never ever forget to say I love you to you again. Wouldn't that be nice? But we do. We all assume a lot of times, even our friends. When's the last time you said, "I appreciate you for being my friend"? That means a lot to people. But guys are even worse. Guys got to be one worst people out there to say "I love you." For whatever reason, we don't use it in our vocabulary. We think it's weak, which it's not. But in our minds at times, that's exactly what we think. A weak mind we have as guys sometimes. Our ego gets so much in the way. Saying "I love you" is mushy and doesn't mean nothing. We have to stand strong. We can't say things like that. And these things we will convince ourselves of instead of just going out and saying it. Did I say "I love you" to my mom and dad enough? No. I should have said it more. They knew I loved them, but that reassurance would have even been more. Yes, I would say it, but not enough. But us as guys, sometimes we forget that macho and ego we have on things like that. We need to set them aside and just say, "I love you. I appreciate you." Just because you're a guy don't mean others don't want to hear it, because they do. Nobody wants to go through life without being told how much they're loved or appreciated and be thanked for the things they have done or do for individuals. And we get so tied up in the me, we forget that. And nobody out there in this world has not done that. Started to think about themselves and do for themselves and forget them around them and forget to appreciate them. We do this on a constant basis. Is it an excuse? No. Is it right? No. We still should go out and say that, because without the people around you and family, you are not who you are today. Yes, all of us can improve, but for the most part, and there are exceptions, parents or whoever raised you did it for the love of you, not for the love of them. They sacrificed so much and give so much and was willing to take a back seat to make sure you had what you wanted. Whether it was easy for them or not, they did it for you. They went out and showed you what love really was. And we forget what that love really was at times. They really did love you. That phone call or that hug is not that far away. And we all fall in that too. Our parents raise us. We go out on our own. We forget the words they need to hear. "I love you" or a hug. My mom and dad's been dead for many years, but I still love them. I still say I love them. I cherish them to the world's end. They may not be here with me anymore, but their heart and soul still is here. And for you out there that your parents or your grandparents are still alive, give them a hug. Tell them how much you cherish them. Show them how much you really appreciate what they have done for you. Don't let them take a back seat. Be the one that takes that step. Show them. I'm sure every one of you can call them if they're too far away. I love my family. I love my friends. I just don't tell them that enough at times. I go in my own little world, and that's where I stay. That's sad on my part that I don't say that enough. But I think I'm not alone. Many of us are in that same position. We forget to say, I love you, I appreciate you. Because remember, you would not be who you are, not were, but who you are today if it wasn't for that. Your friends inspire you to do things you don't even realize. Your family stands by you even though you don't realize. But we take advantage of that and forget to say, I love you. Trust and cherish those that did raise you. Trust and cherish your children so they have that same feeling. Don't push them aside. Let them know you love them too. Grab them, hold them, hug them. Make sure they know how much your love means to them. Because sometimes that hug and love and them words out of your mouth will change that person's life that day or forever. We need to cherish what we have and enjoy what we have. And without the love of others and love of family, we have nothing in life. We need to go forward and love all. Yes, there's times we're not going like what a person does or has done in the past or maybe even in the future, but you still have to remember there's those out there that love and trust you and cherish you, and you should do the same for them. Don't take a back seat to nobody when it comes to saying I love you. Cherish what you have. Take a minute, just take a minute today, sit down and reflect on your family and friends and the positive things. We all can think negative of our friends and families, and we probably could. But sit down, take a minute or two, and the positive things that people in your family and your friends have done, then go out, tell them how much you love them and cherish them, and thank them for being your friend or a parent. Thank your kids for making your heart full of joy. Let them know how much you appreciate them. Don't put your children on the back burner either. Go out, show that love that they need. It's really important to them to hear. And like I said earlier, especially the guys, we get in this mode how corny saying I love you is because they know how much I love them. So why would I even keep saying it? Maybe because they need to hear it. Maybe us guys need to let our ego down a little bit. That would help. That would help a whole lot because we got to be the worst creatures in the world for not going out and appreciating by saying things like that. In our hearts, we appreciate, but we don't want to be corny, so we won't say it out loud to somebody. And there's even a few females the same way. What if we quit doing that and just go out and show the people we love and care for and not worry about it being corny, but just saying, I love you. It's simple words, it's not dirty, does not have anything to do with anything but the love you have for them, the respect you have for them. Remember, you can't wait for them to say it. It has to be started by you. Because they may think you don't really care for them, that they were a convenience, not a love. Go out, prove it. Prove to them, let them reassure them that you love them and care for them, regardless of who it is. It can even be your spouse. Go out, tell them that. Is it going to hurt you to go out and tell somebody how much you love and appreciate them. It's not. You just need to go out and do it. I think the world of a lot of people out there. Have I gone by even this past week somebody I appreciated what they've done or something and just took it for granted? Because I have. I'll admit it. I'm not going to get on here and preach and say I'm a wonderful person and I don't do this stuff. Well, guess what? I fall in the category of not saying I love you or how much I appreciate you. I am very, very much a guy when it comes to that. Maybe I think it's corny, but maybe I need to, like the others, just use them words. I love you. I appreciate you. I love everything you do for me. Simple words, simple task. Put love in somebody's heart today. They will enjoy it. Don't think your kids don't want you to hear it, even if they're grown. That phone call away to say I love you will make a whole lot of difference in your children's lives today. Whether they're 19 or 50 or 60, it don't matter. Show them and tell them how much you appreciate them and how much your life has changed because they were in it. Remember, they're either close by you or just phone call away. You can put that love and joy into their hearts if you so desire to. Because they would love to hear how much their mom and dad or even their grandparents love them. That is more than money in the heart. That is more than any type of money you can have when you do this to somebody. Because they may not expect being appreciated, but they will always love being appreciated. Your children have made your life for you. So go out, tell them today how much you appreciate them and how much you love them. Don't assume they know. Reinsure it. When you reinsure love, your family and friends are a lot better off than assuming or thinking what's not real. And some people will, if they do not hear this from you, whether it's family or friends, that they are, well, he's just my friend or she's just my friend. But when you sit down and say those words, I love you, I appreciate you, they will know in their heart how much you really do mean to them. Remember, don't wait for them to say it. You go out and say it first. Show the world, show your family, show your friends how much you love them and love the world, because it all goes together. You have to have a positive attitude in life to realize how much there is of love out there for you and how much love you have for others. You just have to go out and show it and not be afraid to show it. And that's what a lot of us do. We're afraid to show our love and appreciation because in our minds we do think it's corny at times. And it's really not. It's all in our head that it is. We need to appreciate what we have on this earth. We need to enjoy this time we have here. And without using them words, I love you, I appreciate, thanks for everything you have done for me, things like that, we will live a life of hell because we've been put on this earth for many things, but one of them isn't to hate. It's not even to assume. And we do. We assume a lot of things in our lives. And one of them is we assume others around us know how we feel about them. But you're not out there reassuring them how much you really love them. Remember when your children were small, you would hold them, play with them, and enjoy them. When they got older, you forgot how to hug them. Go hug one of your children today and tell them how much you love them and appreciate them. Don't let them assume you do. Show them that love. Show them the respect you have for them. It's not that hard a deal to do. We just have to go out and do it. We need to press forward in life with many, many things. But what we need to do is show our love not only to our children, and it does take the words and actions both, because when you say I love you, your children will love you even more, even if you're not getting along that well with them. That phone call to tell them how much love and how much you appreciate them maybe will lift some tension between you two. Go out there, because you know you love that person. Even though they're doing things you might not like, you still need to let them know how much you love them and appreciate them. We know that everybody assumes, even us, but go out physically and tell them that. Tell them you love them, how much you cherish them, how much you miss them. Just remember when they were little, how much fun and joy you had, and how much love you had for them. Yes, you still have that love today, but as a child, they need reassured. As an adult, they need reassured. So just go out, tell them how you feel. Tell them you love them. Show them you love them. Remember, love is not a dirty word. Show the world how much you appreciate them by saying, I love you. They will enjoy it. Their hearts will be full of joy, and the love for others will proceed farther than that. What I'm trying to say there is when you do that, you will follow that up with others also that you have forgotten about and need to say, I love you and I appreciate you. Yes, it will grow. It will become contagious when you start saying, I love you, I appreciate you, and thank you for the things you have done for me. Without you, my life would be different. And it will go on and on and on. But you have to start it by saying, I love you. Call up that child you may not see or talk to a lot, maybe not get along with all the time. Let them know how much you love and cherish them. Let them be part of your life. Let your friends in and let them know how much you appreciate them. Remember, I love you is not a dirty word, so please don't consider it a dirty word. Go forward. Show the world what you're made of. Show them that word, I love you, is not dirty. And when you say it, make sure you're saying it with the compassion in your heart so they know how much you still love them and how much you cherish them. Remember, they will not know unless you are the one that says, I love you.